This is DLK Productions presenting my LEGO Star Wars minifigure collection. What is up, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know I am, especially since I will be making this video about my LEGO Star Wars minifigures. This is all of the minifigures that are completed, and I do want you guys to go down in the comments and put your guys' favorite character that is in my collection that you guys see. And also you guys can put your favorite characters just in general. I will be saying my very favorite at the end of the video. And I will continue on with the video. First, we'll start off with the 20th anniversary LEGO minifigures. We have Darth Vader, Lando, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then we also go over to Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia. Then we'll continue over to the B1 battle droids. First, we start off with the pilots, and then we have over 100 B1 battle droids, and then we go over 20 super battle droids, 20 assassin droids of the silver and black, about 15 of the rocket droids with 2 of the commanders, and then we also do have about 8 of the forest droids. Then we do have a commander droid, and then General Grievous's personal helper. Then we also do have 2 tactical droids, and yes, one does have a red dot on it. That was from when I was younger, and I didn't realize that would skyrocket in value. And then as we go back, we do have the security droids, and then we have a bunch of commando droids, and so forth. Then we go with the Separatist leadership. We have Count Dooku, 2 versions of General Grievous of the 3. Then we have Asajj Ventress, and then we have their bodyguards. Then we have Newt Gunray with his bodyguard, and then Poggle the Lesser with the Geonosians of his bodyguards. Then we have Pon Krell. Then we also do have Darth Maul, Savage Opress. We have 3 versions of the many versions they've created. And then we have, in the back, we have a bunch of Mandalorians. Yes, these are Mandalorians that have even followed Darth Maul, or even rebelled against him, or even weren't even born during that time, like Sabine Wren over here. As well as just from the Mandalorian show, as you guys can see from here, and Din Djarin all the way in the back over here. And we also do have 4 versions of Boba Fett. We have 2 over there, and then we have the older one, and then we have the UCS Slave 1 version, and that is by far one of my favorite. Not my favorite, but top 5 at least. Then as we continue back up, we do have a bunch of astromechs from like Mace Windu, Anakin Skywalker, and then we have some medical droids, and then we do have the Advent Calendar, R2-D2 and C-3PO, and then we do have a few more C-3POs and another few more of those characters. Then we do have BB-8 and the smaller versions of these droids. Then as we go back, we do have a bunch of bounty hunters right here. We have Cad Bane, Aerith Singh, Bosk, Dagger, and so forth. And then we do have different versions of the assassin droids from the silver and black ones. We have the actually head printed. Then as we continue back, we have Hondo, we have the pirates, and then we do have Jabba the Hutt's right-hand man, and in the Book of Boba, he owns, or pretty much runs, the operation. And then we have some guards for him, and then just some mercenaries, and some local people at the pub and such. And then as we go back, we also do have some advent calendars of Darth Vader, Mandalorian, and so forth. Then we do have the Han Solo while he's in the mud. And then we do have some musicians, some pikes, Tusken Raiders, and yes, the Jabba the Hutts are tad bit different colors. One is sun faded. That was when I was younger, and I didn't realize how much sun fading would do. And then as we go back up, we just have some more characters from the Han Solo, Andor, Rogue One characters, and so forth, all the way up, all different races and such. And then as we go up, we have a bunch of smaller characters like the Ewoks, Anakin Skywalker's when he's younger, Jawas, and so forth. And I just want to make sure that they were really easy to see up front since they are a tad bit smaller. And then as we go back, we see just a bunch of rebels, and then we have some Nabooians, and then also some like Jar Jar Binks and the Gungans. And then we continue back, and then we go more into the Han Solo and Andor. And then we do have 2 Rancors right here, and then we do have the Rancor Caretaker. And then as we move forward, we do have Jabba the Hutt over here, and then we do have Chewbacca and the Wookiees, especially that white Wookiee in the middle. And then we do have it continuing all the way up to the leadership. And then we continue on to some rebels, bodyguards, and then we have some Mon Calamari and the people on that planet. And then we continue up again of the rebel troopers. And then we have Kanan Jarrus and Edgar Bridger. And then we go on to Commander Sato. And then we do have a bunch of Hoth troopers, and these are the rebel Hoth troopers, I should mention. And then we go on to Princess Leia's. We have from the Ewok village, we have from the Barge, we even have the really OG one from like 2007. And then we also do have a bunch of Han Solos, some in his winter gear and such. And then we do have some Obi-Wans, 2 Obi-Wans right there. And then we go on to our pilots. And these are all different pilots from Anakin Skywalker, I should mention. And then we continue. We have Luke Skywalker and then his aunt as well. And these are all the Anakin Skywalkers that are not repeated. And this one is a different headpiece. I couldn't find the actual original headpiece. And then this is one of the only orange headpieces that I still use and put in this, just because I thought it would match the 20th anniversary, which it is. And then we do have Han Solo Frozen Carbonate. Then we do also have the Yeti. And then we also have the Hoth Planet creatures. And then as we go back up to the front, these are all of the clone commanders. Some are Clone Army Customs. The rest are normal clone Phase 1. As you guys can see right here, we have the Phase 1 troopers. Also, Commander Wolfie, Phase 3, I guess, since he's retired in that phase. And then we have Commanders P2s right here. And yeah, right here we continue on. We have Hornet Company, Gunners, normal plain white troopers, a few with hair pieces. And then we all the way back up here. And then we go into the Airborne. And as you guys can see, I do have my rare minifigure clone trooper, my misprint of the Airborne troopers. And then we do have the 212th troopers. Then we have the 501sts all the way. And then we go on to the OG of the troopers. These are the clone troopers that they revised or meant in episode 2. 501st again, P2, all the P2 versions of the 212th troopers all the way up. Then we have the Wolf Pack, then we have Wolf Pack Phase 1 or P1, and then we have also the 212th Phase 1. And then we do have some Clone Army Customs right here, as well as Originated Gree, Captain Rex, the new version of the Commander Cody, even though I do have a Clone Army Custom of him. And then that is a Clone Army Custom version of the Commander Fox right now. I will be getting that set soon, hopefully, that has the original of Lego. Then we do have the purple Airborne Troopers, and then also the purple Troopers. Then we have some Forest Troopers and some Geonosian. Then we have the OG Troopers, and then we have some Recon Troopers, and then we have a few weird helmets that didn't have really any markings. And then we also do have some OG, the newer version of the clone, a few with Gunner P2, and then a clear white. Then we do have the yellow one. And then we have a silver one that I colored it. I regret that heavily now. Then we also have the rare green Scout Trooper. Then as we go back again, we do have some Shock Troopers, some pilots. That's from episode 3. Clone Wars again. Then we have some Bomb Squad that I've just attached flamethrowers to. Then we have some Old Republic, and then we have some Clone Army Custom Delta Force. Then we do have the Bad Batch, we have all 6 characters. We do have all of them right here, and I am counting her as the 6th character versus the 5-man team. And then we continue with the First Order. We do have the Supreme Leader, Kylo Ren, and then we also just have like Poe Dameron, Rey, and so forth. And we continue back. We have some officers. Then we have the troops all the way lining back, plus some fire ones. And then we have in the back, we have some snow troopers with some normal troopers. And this is transitioning to the Empire again. And these are all empirical troopers, all the way up. Different versions of them. And then we do have a shock version of the Empire. We have one Old Republic trooper, and then we have all of the pilots and one officer actually right there. Then we have some droids. We have some Death Star commanders and officers. And then we do have a bunch of scout troopers and sand troopers. Then we move on to the front. We do have the Sith or Imperial. We do have the 1st, the 7th, and the 5th sisters and brothers. And then we also do have Starkiller right here. We do have Emperor Palpatine with 5 versions of Darth Vader. And yes, they are all different headpieces, or their clothing is different from the times. And then we have this one that came with Starkiller in that back then. Then we do have some guards. Then we have the robots. Then as we move over, right here, we have my absolute favorite character of all time is Lego Darth Revan. Right behind him is my second favorite as Lego Thrawn. Then we have Moff Gideon and so forth. And then we go on to our clone trooper commanders and bombs. And then we do have our troops from the video game, the Star Wars video game. And then we continue on to our Jedi now. So our Jedi, we do have Qui-Gon Jinn right up front. And then we do have 8 versions of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which are all very different. Then we do have 5 versions of Anakin. We have 4 versions of Yoda. We have the OG, the very old one, the Clone Wars. And then we have 2 different versions of the newer of Yoda. And then we do have my third favorite, Ahsoka Tano. This is one of the most expensive characters out there right now. It's about $250. And then we have the 3 other versions of Ahsoka Tano as well. And then we go on, we have 4 Mace Windows. And yes, this one is a light up one. And then we have 2 Plo Koons. And then we have a few more Jedis. We have one from the Mon Calamari. And then we have like Kit Fisto, Evan Peel, and so forth, and Shakti. And we have 2 versions of him just because I got 2 versions, and they are different faces and such. And same with her on that. They're different. And then so forth. We do move on to our Republic senators and our officers. And that's why I have all the officers right here instead of in the Empire. So first off, we'll start off with Padme Amidala, and then we have her 2, actually I would say 3 people that are in the Senate, like Bail Organa. Then we do have the Senate guards, and then we have the Senate commander with our Chancellor Palpatine, not yet Emperor Palpatine. And then we do have a bunch of officers, as you guys can see. And then back here, we have Admiral Yularen when he is younger. I am still trying to get that polybag of him when he is older and in the military. And then we do have 3 Bespin officers, as you guys can see. And then we have 2 Rebel officers. And he is a part of the Rebel Alliance, but I did think he would make a great addition. He would most likely have been a part of the Senate if he was in it. And we do have 3 sets right now. We have right here, we have the Endor Speeder Chase. We have the Emperor's Throne Room. And then we do have the Separatist Shuttle. And these are unopened characters that are pretty much built. Yeah. And we also do have a walking animal right here as well. And yeah, that is my absolutely huge collection. It is over 900 characters in this army right here on this. It is almost 1,000. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully. And if you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe to help this channel grow. And I'll see you guys in the next one.